not going to have it up too loud just in case. Okay. So you guys see the title. Social experiences. I should have said social experiments. Non-stop excuses. Van Lathan's Hypocrisy. And the link will be down below, you guys. It's going to be an old link. We're going to redirect you. First and foremost, before shady movements, which were not even actual movements, existed, Black Love Matters was coined. In opposition to take away from positive, Black Lives Matters came out of the woodworks to raise hell, not awareness. Black Lives Matters came out of the woodworks in efforts to remove accountability and responsibility. And it also created unnecessary social chaos. Why? Because plantations partake in social disorder as well as dysfunction. Real movements are supposed to yield solutions. When they fail to do so, it's scams. No different from faux so-called civil rights. And put that into air quotes, you guys. Ask yourselves, how many real civil rights attorneys exist? The same faces will come out when unnecessary conflicts arise. When it comes to defense attorneys, it's quite easy to get counsel or indigent defense or lack thereof. Am I right? Make it make sense. They are nowhere to be found when it comes to any type of American in search of defense when it comes to defending your simple liberties, defending your human rights, defending your civil rights. They're nowhere to be found. If individuals if they can't take instructions or follow simple orders and commands, it's defense for them when they want to subject your law enforcement or departments to shakedowns unnecessarily. We're not saying that in some rare cases there will be justified claims, but those are other forms of extortion. And that's why it's important for competent Negroes to see it for face value. Call a spade a spade and see things for what they really are. We say this to say that they are nowhere to be found. It's their jobs to protect career offenders as well as habitual lawbreakers, and they attempt to make them look as though they are the good guys. So in a sense, evil becomes good, good becomes evil in their fucked up universes. We say this to say that pro se shall be the laws of the land when it comes to actual defense. Just like any other markets, i.e. realms of professions or professionals, the titles are all for pure pony shows, basically, and it's absolutely amusing. You could ask Richard Shepard, but like others, you know what I'm saying? But like the few others, like himself, he's disbarred. Now others can be sitting ducks. And when we say others, we're talking about the civilians who sought to engage in waste, fraud, and abuse. Individuals be like, but it sounds like different types of taxpayers' monies fund programs. Taxpayers' monies fund the way or the fashion in which your state operates efficiently, smoothly, and or effectively. That's taxpayers' dollars. Don't you ever forget it. So career criminals who have no desire to change their filthy lives or the dysfunctional lifestyles, and they believe that thievery is the right way to go. They are nothing more or less than peasants, I tell you. Exactly. What does centering white people truly mean? Ask Van Lathan, because he used those terms. They're trying to recenter white people to where white people are able to have a voice. All Americans have a voice. They're trying to recenter white people. What does that truly mean, Van? Because those moot arguments are ridiculous and it's also childish. Career criminals hide behind white faces because they want to face because they don't want to face accountability and justice. So how's that for recentering white faces? But it's okay for the career criminals to hide behind white faces without badges, I tell you. The white people don't have a badge. They're intimidated by them in Washington State, some areas of Louisiana. So what does Van Lathan have to say about that? Why do the career criminals who are peasants, who are domestic terrorists, why do they hide behind the same white faces they say that they're oppressed by? What exactly does recentering white people truly mean? Once again, ask Van Lathan. You know, it's about the skin when it comes to black plantations. Van claims Kanye is fucking with black people's emotions, but it's perfectly okay for degenerates who are disrespectful, have no regards for the law, no regards for real social order, nor discourse, nor control, or spiteful, to fuck with competent black and white folks. Fuck the feelings, Van Lathan, because the same energy isn't being kept across all boards. You and others like you make excuse after excuse after excuse for your own social complexes. As long as the color of your skin benefits you and only you, darling, who cares about anything thereafter, right? Feelings. Fuck feelings. Facts matter. Habitual criminals with no desire to modify nor correct their bad behaviors, no desire to abide by real laws and or legislation, give two fucks and three damns about the actual financial harm that they have done and continue to do, not only to competent military, former and or current, but to the American taxpayers as well, in every color and or creed, because once again, their tax dollars fund programs, fund the roads. So as long as degenerates fuck with real legislation, rules, policies against black people, causing them unnecessary financial harm, solely out of pure greed, envy, and jealousy, is perfectly okay, right, Van Lathan? Right. That's that degenerative urban plantation bullshit. If anyone is recentering white people, liberals who are just as out of control as their Negro counterparts, i.e. the citizens, with absolutely no fucking regard for the law, actual civic discourse, nor actual social order, use their low vibrational guinea pigs to attack economics as a whole, collectively. Taxpayers matter. Consumers matter. Thou shalt not bite the hands that feed you. Make it make sense, Van Lathan. And he cannot. And others like him are stooges who like to hide behind the empty term of white supremacy without any relative or factional or logical claims, you guys. Now, if you have a claim, present it, Van Lathan, or others like you. Whilst in the same breath say there's never an appropriate time to discuss black on black crime. Quite frankly, there's never an appropriate time because it's so easy and convenient to hide behind self-inflicted systemic and or systematic oppression for a lifetime. This is one of many forms of learned helplessness, which never yields positive results. Just take a look around, you guys. Take a look in the YouTube streets. That's why we use sheep and the zombies as examples. Since Van Lathan and other hypocrites like himself are not willing to address black on black crime, when is the quote unquote appropriate time to discuss suicide by cop? You're also going to hear crickets. Or will individuals constantly address so-called mental health in backwards fashions in which to shift blame on departments? Keep in mind, there are actual trained professionals out there, and law enforcement aren't required to administer service delivery. In rare events, they do deliver any type of mental health services. They don't have to. It's a courtesy. It isn't their job to do so. It's not in their job descriptions to be mental health advisors. Taking on multiple job roles or duties which they aren't even paid for, adding insult to injury. BLM and unruly, out of control motherfucker said, screw the police. Don't you ever forget that, you guys. So they're saying screw individuals who put their lives on the line. And if you ever have any unnecessary type of disagreement with them, you're always able to do things in an appropriate fashion. Now, doing so does take a long time. However, it beats unnecessary chaos. Aftermath, high crime and record numbers. Even the Wild Wild West has some form of social structure and order. Make it make sense. Fuck you, Van Lathan. You are no brother of ours as long as you make lame ass excuses for senseless black on black crime, which you and other plantation ninjas like yourself love to dismiss. All y'all like to do is scapegoat and use scapegoat tactics and attempt to point the fingers and shift blame. No, 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 don't look over there. Look at the white people. No, 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 look at the Jews. Don't look over there. Point made. Which questions were so long ago, already begged. If not now, then when is the quote unquote right time to discuss black on black crime? Senseless crime at that. Individuals make excuses because they rather redirect attention to other types of crimes in relation to police brutality, in relations to theft. How'd your catalytic converters, y'all? It doesn't matter what types of crimes are discussed because there will always be the same denominator, common denominator that is. Black people unfortunately commit crimes in record numbers much higher than other groups. You can ask children how they ended up fatherless in America, and their answer and responses will be similar. Senseless black on black crime or abandonment by one or both parents. If anything needs to be addressed in America, it's the petty excuses being made as individuals choose to pose a blind eye to injustice of any kind. Ironically, we have yet to see pedophiles or serial rapists hang and swing from trees. You might see some of them walking with a limp, y'all, okay? And it's probably in their best interest to just never let the motherfucking sun hit their backs. Yet another issue which black folks on plantations fail to address. We aren't saying white folks don't rape, but as individuals proclaim the white men, we say individuals, we're talking about the poverty pimps, the hoteps. They proclaim that the white men been raping us for decades. Who is us, darlings? Ask any survivor what their offenders look like, and it will be black or brown like you and me. There's no reason to ask nor beg questions. Dear competent Americans from all walks of life who refuse to sit idle on urban plantations. For centuries, senseless black on black crime, attacks, rape, etc., have been and can be manipulated, darling. Just like bogus reports and data. God did. We got the keys. So as per usually stated, won't be a stage Mar-a-Lago. Trick or treat, Virginia and DC. Courtesy reports are treats, in fact. And I say, fuck these tricks. Even clowns and wannabe pimps wore suits too. We the people yield back to the people, for the people, by the people. Collectively, you can push back against injustice, push back against social disorder and dysfunction, push back against tyranny, push back against involuntary servitude, push back against identity politics, push back against scams, push back against take a knee, push back to defend your lands, mineral rights, rights to harbor your own natural resources, push back and protect your special interests, push back to defend your natural God-given rights to self-preservation and the Second Amendment, to freedom, to economic liberty, to financial stability, to freedom. Could have freed more. When we say could have, we're talking to the American people. You guys could have freed more, but mental slavery is, in fact, a choice. Never attempt to wake up the sheep and zombies because their comfort zone consists of generational scapegoating, shifting blame, promoting and harvesting self-inflicted, systematic and or systemic oppression, lack of accountability, lack of personal responsibility, forced inclusion, and pure entitlement. It's always been like that for centuries, you guys. That is why common sense blacks, i.e. Negroes, so long ago rejected self-hatred and refused to sit idle on plantations where misery loves company. Refuse to sit on idle plantations where glasses are never seen as full, when it's so easy to say glasses are always totally empty. Can lead zombies to water but cannot make them drink. Let alone do sheep ever fetch their own water. Welcome to the drought, because no longer will competent blacks be degenerates. Walking mats. No longer will competent blacks be degenerates pocketbooks, wallets, or personal piggy banks at their disposal. Are career criminals willing to risk it all, even when it means their lives, just so they can live like the Joneses? You feel me? Rob Peter to pay Paul. Are they willing to risk their lives so they can just have one more hit at other people's monies, finances, acquired wages, penny wealth? Are they willing to die to keep artificial control of other people's assets, identities, social security numbers, etc.? Even your taxes, Americans. These barbarians are financial terrorists and silent passive extremists, and that's why they talk like this. So even when they're trying to talk about all types of people, they always circle back around to the white people, because they know black people they're not for the shit. This is what they talk like this, so that you don't realize they're snakes when they enter. They'll just speak like this. Be like, well, we need to come to, there will be no common ground. The common ground is the Constitution. There will be no common ground. The common ground is God-given natural rights. They might intimidate their own state workers or administrative judges, Beto O'Rourke, but they absolutely sure in the fuck hell don't intimidate the American people nor the streets. And when they say knowledge is power, you guys, knowledge is, in fact, indeed, it is power. That doesn't mean that individuals try to control other people. As far as pushing back, yeah, the American people are going to push back against tyranny, push back against injustice, push back against taxation without representation. And they did a fantastic job at doing so. So, no matter the color and or creed, no matter how many challenges or unnecessary barriers you had to overcome, you can still hold your heads up high, and you can be proud to be an American. You do not have to sit up there and play the identity politics bullshit. So when they say that the American people are more divided, we beg to differ. I digress. We the people, by the people, for the people. We the people will be the most unified, you guys. 3 terms that you will ever hear echo across the United States of America. Okay? So there isn't any door that these barbarians can open without creating a Pandora's box. So they're cornered, basically. They're cornered. They don't have anywhere to go. What they can do is take advantage of real resources and tools that can be provided to them, so they do not feel as though all Americans in society owe them something, mister. Make it make sense. So they don't have to feel like they can bully the American people into forced charity. Bully the American people into handing over their lands. Bully the American people into stating, well, you can't say this. That's not, no, let the rules apply across all the boards. If we're talking about feelings, Van Lathan. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Bullied into making you feel, you know what I'm saying, feeling bad for success. So as these sitting ducks continue to sit, some of them have been knocked out and eliminated, you guys. As I've stated, we're not going to depend on the mainstream media, and we think they should kick their feet up. Kick your feet up. Sheep, barbarians, tyrants drew for the mainstream media. That's their weak point. That's it doesn't take rocket science to see that. That's why they like to talk about celebrities. I don't want to talk about Tia Mowry. I have time to speak about the frauds, Tia, Shaw, 10 aliases, Kendrick Lamar, Pitt. We have time to speak about that. We have time to speak about inflation. We have time to speak about recessions. Yeah, that bubble is coming and we can't wait till it bursts. We have time to speak about that. We don't know if it's fact, pulp fiction, or whatever, you guys. However, at least Tia is not a cheater. At least Tia didn't send fake information. Tia Mowry, that is. She didn't send fake information and birth certificates to state agencies. She didn't send false information to TSP. She didn't send fake information to the Department of Defense. So we're going to talk about Tia Mowry's or other black women like herself. Y'all, they kept want to mix up the rules. They say if your daddy white, if your mama black and your daddy white, you're black. If you vice versa, if your daddy white, if your daddy black and your mama white, then you're biracial and you a mutt and mulatto, or what, everything underneath the sun, y'all. Whatever, everything except for God's child. And we're just using it as an example because it's going to show people how to state their claim, prove your claim. When we say claim, we mean position, okay? So they want to inject Tia Mowry and say, oh, she tried to pretend as her marriage was perfect. At what point in time and space? At what point in time and space can you sit up and say that she tried to portray that she had a perfect, no marriage is perfect? Ask men. No marriages are perfect. And the motherfuckers get on women's nerves and vice versa. We know this, man. So they want to talk about Tia Mowry, and I say the joke is on them. Then they try to sit up there and be like, oh, you cannot put twins who came into this world together against one another. Oh, Tia's taken away from Tamara because Tamara's book was coming out. Tamara is going to have her sister's back by hook or fucking crook. So she didn't want to talk about the book in detail because she wants you to read it. Read all about it. Reading is fundamental. And she was her sister's spokesperson. You don't get to decide what Tamara says. You don't get to decide who gets to speak for Tia. Obviously, Tia wanted her sister to speak for her. Tia did a hell of a lot better than these Jezebels and these whores who can't even keep a man, let alone be good to a good man who's imperfect. At least Tia doesn't have to execute fake birth certificates. At least Tia doesn't have to lie about people's sperm and sperm donors. At least Tia have two parents that love her and her sister and her brother equally. At least Tia doesn't have to worry about being subjected to public opinion and having to face the bullshit on her own. That's what family is all about. At least Tia opened up her world to you ungrateful ingrates. And I'm not speaking about all, because a lot of people didn't jump on a totem pole. Oh, we got content now. Yeah, we have content now. But if you had to ask Tia or other black women like her, what does it take for a marriage to work this long to 20 years? Because some motherfuckers don't get past 5 months. Because they're cheaters, Tia. They're Miss Mowry. They're cheaters. When we say Miss Mowry, we're talking about women as in general. But since they want to hop behind Tia Mowry or whatever, because Tia is not going to present y'all motherfuckers the smoke. Because she has to maintain a public image. Other individuals have to appear to be so perfect in front of the public, because what would the public think if she cuss y'all the fuck out? Be like, mind your business, child. Why you need to be worried about your own husband or your own wife, because your wife out there tricking. Your wife is because Tia is not going to deliver and hand you motherfuckers the smoke. See, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. That's why we's like, white people sit this one out. Just look at this bullshit. This is bigger than Tia Mowry, but at least she made it last for 20 years. Some of these whores can't make it last for 5 months. These hoes pussy be so fucking hot. They be in heat worse than dogs. They have to go fucking everything. Don't bring them bastards here, whore. Don't They want to talk about Tia Mowry. They want to talk about, no, we want to talk about how individuals couldn't even get to the point of making it last for 20 years. So if they want to talk about Tia picking her, and we're not picking on anyone, we're just saying we're pulling shit from different aspects. Talk about Tia pulling, so picking people up from the bus stop or this and that or whatever. However, so you mean to tell me y'all never put yourselves in a position to where you didn't worry about other individuals' finance because you were bringing something to the table, and eventually you knew that they would too? You want to talk about how gender roles are backwards and it's like hypocritical? I mean, I don't even know what questions to like beg right now. I would be like, oh girl, how even if it didn't last, child, but you ain't the only one that didn't last. How'd you make it work for 20 years? Cause y'all know these niggas get on our nerves. I be sitting up there, yeah, she find me one perfect. These niggas get on, especially when we on our period, especially when we want our own space, especially when we just want to have some cocktails. Shit, the fuck out of here. We like when football season occur because we don't have to worry about you motherfuckers. Unless you get hungry. Shit. Don't have to worry about you motherfuckers. We like going chill with the damn girls. Tia Mowry and Tamara have doppelgangers, basically, just like Tom. I'm just. That's hilarious. Shut up, Sierra. Shut up. Cállate la boca. Hush, Sierra. And Beyonce, like, girl, I ain't know. Shut up. Shut up, Miss Knowles. I mean, Mrs. Carter. Hush. Beyonce, girl, I'm worrying about Ivy Park, child. We're gonna talk back how the black people say my black so beautiful, but they was talking about they little girl's nappy hair. Y'all nip boy, I can't stand you hoes. I can't stand you hoes. And it's one thing to critique the music. You gonna critique a child. We didn't even critique that orangutan. Whoever Kendrick Lamar's orangutan, we didn't critique that nappy. Look, child, stop. We ain't talking about kids, but we saying you better find your daddy. Bitch. That's what we talking about. My whole thing. Look, y'all. Black people they're hypocrites. Especially the ones that be like, oh, they love black. No, you don't. They don't love themselves. Because if they love themselves, they'll be able to hold discussions on how to elevate and lift themselves up, how to promote prosperity without flipping stupid ass tarot cards. I hope they burn in their hands too. And I'm gonna start speaking about tarot cards or whatever. People don't play with cards. So if y'all hear cards in the background, those are cards that people play spades with. So these individuals think they can manifest prosperity or whatever, but on the same note, they got smoke. They don't want to work for what they want, y'all. Let's get back to Tia, because Tia should have a field day with these peasants, and she's not, because she's not like that. She wasn't raised like that. Now, I don't know where you from, child, because when we see any time, look girl, what is your blackness? They let them tell it they don't have a Tia mother is black. Child. They was like, she shouldn't have picked him. I mean, where else she was supposed to pick him up? So y'all want to know how Tia met the boy? Because I don't even, Corey, ask her. I'm pretty sure that she have a publicist and people can sit up there and DM or harass people or whatever. Be like, how did you meet? But she told you how they met. I don't give a fuck how they met personally. I just want to know, child. They ain't got to tell you if it's a real or fake divorce, or if they if they gonna try to make it work. They just need some time apart. Ultimately, it's up to them. They're the ones been holding a real marriage for 20 years, not a fake one. Not a fake one. Bitch, you got them fake pictures lying about they married. You was married. Child, if you don't get you and your bastard orangutan, them kids gonna suffer the most. Me knocking on the door. Boy, who you trying to charge up? You better go and play with your daddy, nigga. Or shall I say clown? Because that's what he gonna be, a clown like Andre or Malcolm. Which is which? White people, it's so hilarious. I'll tell you to sit this one out. I say sit this one out, white people. It's always some bullshit on the black plantations, and us niggas don't want to sit on the black plantations, but we will respond to you clowns. You want to be poverty pimps, and you Jezebels, and you hoes. Fixed. All right, you guys. This is a hot mess or whatever. So, who else do y'all hate? Because, I mean, y'all just keep going around. It's like a water cycle. Y'all been in science class, and the water cycle just keep going. But no rejuvenation. Just like nothing gets, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. First, we're going to talk about the white people. The white people don't want to take a knee. Okay, let's go back to the black man. Oh, black men with common sense don't want to take the knee. Black niggas from the hood don't want to take the knee. Okay, niggas don't want to take the knee. Let's go to the Jews, because we know the Jews is going to be like, we got to be sympathetic or whatever, because they will put y'all asses back in them gas chambers, I tell you. Take a knee for what? Now we gotta go back to talk about the black women. Black women don't give a fuck about you passport bros. Your passport bros better fuck with you low vibrational Jezebels and you hoes in these YouTube streets, because we don't give a fuck about neither one of you, basically. Learn how to give a fuck about yourselves so you can stop talking and being obsessed with whiteness and obsessed with other black people who don't fuck with you. When I say fuck with, I mean people who don't bother them. Because they got all of it to say. Say it in a fucking report. You got something to say? Say it to DC. You got something to say? Say it to a fucking committee, because that's exactly what we do when we present false claims. Urban plantations need to truly dig into their real history, because you're not going to get it from a book, and you're not going to get it from the government, and you're not going to get it from census, okay? Because that shit is flawed. All right? That shit is flawed. Dig into your histories or her stories. Find out who you're related to. Bloodlines. Okay? Learn that you cannot force individuals to be parents or grandparents, especially when the DNA is not mathing. When I say mathing, I'm talking to y'all notice. Learn your history so you're not calling yourselves African Americans, darling, because there are real Africans that's from Africa or whatever. Where is the... I need to do the paperwork. And we're not being funny. We're being serious. Like, if I had to lecture, like, which I'm never going to teach these ungrateful, unruly peons. I would never. I'd be like, okay, your history, then you just go and make your family tree or whatever. Your family trees are broken because your mammies and your grandmas been lying to you. Your mammies, your grandmammies been lying to you. And they want other people to feel sorry because they don't know where they come from. Stop lying. Stop lying. Just like they be like, oh, I'm a American Indian, and you want some reparations. Well, the Indians got their reparations, darling. All right, I'm going bananas with the sound effects. Let's stop it. Yeah, the Indians got their little reparation. They got their reservation. I don't want to go and live on a reservation. Do y'all? I don't. And America is so blended or whatever. It's always been like that or whatever. It truly has always been like that. You keep cracking over history books. That's is it your history? Because last time I checked, I wasn't a slave. My grandmother wasn't a slave. My mother wasn't a slave. My great-great-grandmother was a... See, y'all don't know y'all ancestors. Let them tell it their ancestors was all hanging and swinging from trees. If that were true, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here if they was hanging and swinging. And we didn't say that it didn't happen. We just say that Tulsa that's not for Negroes. So that's not our story, at least. So if you want Tulsa, what they call it, Tulsa, the Black Wall Street, Negroes have their own Wall Street or whatever, and they do not have to combine their wealth with plantations. Now we don't know what more, what less they want. Whatever you want, you better go and present your cause, present your claim, and take it to DC. Take it to the Capitol. Take it to the Capitol. Take it to the Capitol, darlings, because people don't have time for the tomfoolery and the fuckery and the bullshit. People do have time to protect their personal interests. And people do engage in collective trade and bargaining. They don't have to be forced to do so. So if y'all want to run this and run that, y'all sound like y'all need to be entrepreneurs, but you lack emotional intelligence and you also lack the ability to organize for real action. And you also, the BLM showed you that was a scam. And you also lack the ability to manage and operate. When I say that, it's about logistics, okay? And it's about real math that doesn't always math. So if you who else? Y'all look, y'all. We did today is Tuesday. We're for the shits. And then they be like, oh, such and such for the streets, tear for the streets, or tear for that. Or y'all talking about the wrong tier. Y'all talking about the wrong tier. And Tia don't have time to cuss you clowns out. But why is you clowns worried about what she's for? Where are your bitches? Where are your bitches? Where are your wives? And we ain't worrying about your clowns' assets because the way that you begging these social media streets when you can't have your way in your donations, saying, I'ma be quiet. That's like, be quiet. We don't need no gems from you dummies. You are some poverty pimps and you're professional fucking scammers. Well, I'm not going to say nothing until I need 10 people to donate. If that's the fucking case, I need my stipend from fucking DC to where I've been dropping jewels and bombs all across these motherfucking YouTube streets. Make it make sense. Come on, stipend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sit up there. I'm not gonna say nothing else unless y'all donate me. Y'all say y'all forcing people to y'all subscribers gonna wake up one day, darling. Today might not be that day. However, today might not be that day. We're not trying to wake them up. We think it's hilarious when they get tired of people begging and people want them to give them some money so they could talk. You don't know shit more than DC and people with a clearance know. The only difference is that motherfuckers with a clearance really, 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 really have they paws on that fucking top secret bullshit. That's what it is, that top secret bullshit. And you see what happened was not the FOIA that's going to be severely redacted without saying blank. You might see a blank paper. Now, next time you want to act like you're above the government, above taxpayers, stop playing. Stop playing. That's why I say, taxpayers, go to the finish line. Let us deal with these peasants. You deal with yourselves. You don't have to worry about who people fucking suckle with. Worry about yourselves like y'all been doing for 300 years and you'll be good. You'll be good. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Start telling people that you can't bullshit a bullshitter now. I mean, if the taxpayers are bullshitters or whatever, taxpayers just know when it comes to their money, they want it and they want it now. Now, when it comes to self-government, hopefully you motherfuckers have learned how to defend yourselves, okay? Hopefully you motherfuckers have learned it doesn't take marching to DC and having empty protests, okay? Hopefully you motherfucker, and people ain't gonna say hopefully, people have learned not to fall for that bullshit. Don't you take a fucking knee. If you want to take a knee of Afghanistan and Iraq, don't you take a knee on your own damn soil where you pay the taxes. Okay? Okay, so now that we got that out the way, darlings. Now, we don't know if they keep thinking they're going to bully the American people, and we say, we ain't going to let you. Who is we? Motherfuckers who served in Iraq, motherfuckers who survived Katrina, motherfucker who said by any fucking means necessary, we are going to use every fucking tool in our interest to protect the American people. The fuck out of here. And that's probably why they think I'm a girl. And no, we not. The women are not getting on the front lines, but you got motherfuckers fucked up. Women's gonna get on the front lines to deal with these fraudulent ass motherfucking records that were sent to the Department of Defense. Now, run me my fucking stipend, Congress. Tired of playing. Congress know they not getting any more professional reports. Other individuals will. Y'all play too much. I am not a slave in involuntary servitude. Servitude is illegal in the United States of America. Involuntary servitude and working for free. Free labor is illegal in the United States of America, darling. It doesn't take Department of Labor laws to figure that part out. Okay? So, yeah. Hmm. I mean, you talking about not be worrying about these ungrateful. Yeah, they be sitting up there saying who's gonna the politics. The taxpayers gonna put their asses up at the polls. Put their asses right up you motherfuckers fucking. I mean, put their feet right up you motherfuckers asses, and give y'all motherfuckers the fuck you for the ones who want to tell people how to vote. Now we said we not discussing no damn politics because politics was supposed to be something like we discuss sports. It was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to have the American people get involved because the Americans stop worrying about DC. Quite frankly, we don't know if it's an election or a selection, and we don't give a fuck no more. But when it comes to voting for our leaders, y'all see our leaders, they just can't cuss y'all asses out because they're conservatives, right? They don't have no backbone, right? Yeah. Now if you sit up there and you're gonna see all their voters of all different shades from all different walks of life. Does that mean we want to be invited? Invited to you know what I'm saying? No, we don't need to be invited to the mansion, darling. We just want our rights. Says taxpayers and consumers. Now, next time they have taxpayers and consumers fucked up, and next time they fuck with the base side of the fucking military, and I know they're like, please, Secretary, get the Irish Canary. Where do you want them to take me? To the brig? They don't want me to speak to the American people. That's what it is, because this what they be thinking when they don't learn on the universities. It's not fair. It's unfair. The board is leveled this time. Y'all shouldn't have gave fake information to the government. Now we got all of it. And if Comey wants some, sir, he's retired. He can come in. But I told you, trick or treat, I gave them their treats. You know the government knows it. They like to know everything. And they especially like to know who plays with the databases. So I digress. Yeah. Who wants the most smoke? Who wants some smoke that cost the American people not a damn dollar? It cost the American people not a motherfucking red cent. Because useless wars are moot. Okay? We learn from bad history. No more fucking Iraq. No more fucking Afghanistan. No more unnecessary wars. But when it comes to... Ooh, the secretary better get you motherfuckers. But he can't, because he probably feels sorry for these sheep. And this how you keep motherfuckers in line, I tell you. It don't take combat. This is how you keep motherfuckers in line. Not because that you want them to be slaves, but you keep them in line to let them know. You cross over programs, you fuck with the taxpayers, you continuously bite the fucking hands that feed you, and the fucking bears that you poke gonna start growling back at you. I.e. taxpayers and consumers. Congratulations. Y'all did a great job. The command station was shut down on Twitter. It was man down. So they thought, or was it her, a woman? Shout out to individuals who participated in social experiments for the greater common good, darlings. Shout out to individuals if they truly scratched the surface in order to you know what I'm saying? Oh, this don't have nothing to do about politics. It didn't. We wanted to see how urban plantation were going to react to injustice, and they made excuse after excuse. You see the title. And this is no dig at Van Lathan, because he doesn't even possess enough intellect to even have serious discussions. But when it comes to civic discourse, Kanye and other people like him have the fucking right to say whatever the fuck they want to say, okay? Boy, stop fucking with Adidas. Adidas ain't do shit to you, and if they did, take it to the fucking boardroom again. Okay? We're not playing this boycott Gucci, boycott Adidas, boycott the... Some of them motherfuckers can't boycott shit that they can't pay for or can't afford. Yep. Yeah, we sick and tired of them. We talking to white people. We are sick and tired of these motherfucking jackasses telling other niggas what they can and can't say and do. As if they birthed us. And yeah, Kanye might not make no sense because the nigga is bipolar. But if he want to express himself, let him express himself. You are not his mama. You are not Donda. And no, we still not doesn't mean Kanye doesn't have to be, no, whether you're on mess or off your mess, Kanye. We're not about to make these excuses, sir. When it comes to him being able to, he's finally able to speak and have a voice. Okay, so you're just seeing all that stuff just come out to the surface because he's been quiet for like 15 years. Does he deserve to be slapped upside the head every once in a while? Yeah, by his colleagues. Just let him be Ye. He didn't have a chance to grow up. Okay? He's the gift that keeps giving shit. I'm not about to waste no more fucking energy fucking worrying about Kanye. We got real litigation to worry about. We got fucking real bites out of crime we gotta take. Take a bite out of crime. Now, you could go back to Kanye's old interview from TMZ. He went on a rant, and we like, boy, get to the point. He said slavery was a choice, and Van Lathan was pissed off at him. Van Lathan can't disprove Kanye. Now, other people, man, because Kanye be running off with they talking point. Kanye, you need to open up a book, sir. You need to do something to where you're talking about stuff that you yourself have been through. And if you haven't gone through anything, stop sitting up there fucking with Adidas and fucking with the real. Look, girl, boy, look. Individuals look, other people know how to sew, so they don't depend on other people to finally give them, you know what I'm saying? But boy, not that fashion, no fashion. Stop playing, Mr. Sheree. Mr. She's still not ready. He's still not ready. Stop playing. Not the trash bag bandits, and we ain't buying it. At least I'm not. Kanye got that shit away from free. I say that is not fashion, sir. Stop playing in our faces. No, Kanye don't piss people off. It's up to them to speak for themselves. I'm unbothered by Kanye because he is the gift that keeps on giving. Should he be able to express himself? Yeah, other people doing the YouTube streets. They say they hate white people. They said debt to the Jews. They said everything, and yeah, they do say that. I don't even think they even seen a real Jew in 2022 or to say they saw, but they're needless to say. And I'm not being funny. People get to talk about your social experiences. That's what social experiments are all about. You don't get to sit up there and call people this and that without having a logical and valid claim. So, and this, when it comes to race, look, I practice humanity, and it's about the human race. Will things be perfect? No, it won't be perfect. Is Van Lathan gonna talk about these frauds who hide behind white faces with no clearances in Washington State and Louisiana? Absolutely not. Because they make the plantations look like the barbarians that they are, unfortunately, okay? Now, when it comes to real civics, and we're going to get about reform, because they be like, well, not the marijuana. We don't want weed legalized in deep red states. Smoke your weed if you need your weed, Kanye. Smoke your weed. Kanye said he was on the opioids. At least you pay for your own opioids. You didn't put no waste, fraud, and abuse. Kanye, how much you pay for your prescriptions? You bought them? Yeah, Kanye said he bought his own opioid prescription. He paid for his own opioid prescription when he had boy, who told you needed to get lipo? Okay, we not sleeping with you. So I don't know. I don't get that part from that old TMZ cover or spoof. Then Van Lathan and you want to hug Kanye. I don't know who wrote your bad script. So if y'all playing games or playing in people's face, but even if it was fake or real, which is, I guess, you being fired was for real because you can't control yourself. Now, other individuals have a reason to really choke somebody, and they haven't choked them yet because they try to practice emotional intelligence by any means necessary. Now, if you want to get assaulted physically for having a voice, stay away from, well, go by being, no, if you want to get assaulted unnecessarily just for speaking or having a voice, have a seat with Van Lathan. Now, if you believe in real civic discourse without striking individuals, you might want to stay away from Draymond Green as well. I'm not being funny because he still haven't taken accountability. He's trying to brush it underneath the rug. Oh, it's the tape that made me look bad, sir. So the tape was cleared up and the tape still looks horrible. your actions, your decisions. And people are not here to be a pastor, because if I get a hold of these fake peaches, I'm probably gonna try to pull a not on what did Jordan Poole do to you? That was violent. That was violent. That was violent. That was unnecessary violence. Now we promote necessary violence, but he did not enter your space, disrespect your space, your comfort zone. You approach that man, and you, sir, I don't know what they're gonna do. Throw him to the wolves, to the back to the ocean. I don't know what to do with Draymond Green. That you were out of order, sir. I don't know if you have sisters. I don't know if you have brothers. You were out of order. Now, if y'all don't know who Draymond Green, he plays football. Draymond Green think that when people talk the same shit that he talked, that he gets to violently strike someone. So, okay, the tape was cleared. It was no longer fuzzy. And it looks even more horrible. You should have just stuck with the first script. A little fuzzy, a little bit. Draymond said the camera made him look bad. Draymond, sir, I don't know if you have handlers. I don't know if you have a public relations team. You, sir, should have just set that one out. The apology was not genuine, you guys. So just take it with a grain of salt. Draymond Green, I don't know where you're from, but apparently the video made Draymond Green look bad. See, this is the type of bullshit we talk about. And then we're not picking on him. We're just using him as an example. Draymond said it didn't look as bad as it, sir, when you're caught up in a moment. Until he said he played the tape back over and over and over. And individuals went back and played a clear version back over and over and over. And it was absolutely more. You should have stuck with the first fuzzy tape, sir, to where it just looked cloudy. Because when they cleared the image up, it looks horrible. And he's like, other stuff don't get to me, sir. So if you got to the point to where you were intimidated other players or intimidated coaches or intimidated individuals that own the team, they would have their hands tied. Then it'll make it seem like they're the bad guys. We're not saying that they're saints. They make it seem like they're the bad guys. So if they had to do anything or whatever to you in order to make you pay for, you know what I'm saying, consequences, it will make them look like the bad guy, and you will be in a more powerful position. So in order to level the playing field, that tape needed to be released. It did not invade your privacy, okay? Like, right. So y'all need to stop with the hypocrisy. We're going to speak more about that too, because Draymond Green, he has an anger management problem. And it's only, he needs to deal with it, because coaches can't tell you how to deal with your anger management, sir. But if you had real friends in your corner, individuals who did not, you know what I'm saying, they're not looking, they're just basically going off your actions or your inactions. You failed to control your anger. You should have just kept talking shit from a distance. What if you would have physically hurt that boy? Did he get a CAT scan? Because that punch was violent. And people play sports. Have you guys ever, and I know guys are going to do guys this, or whatever. Look, Jermaine, that was bullshit. Call it what you want to. You asked for a clear version, and TMZ gave you. TMZ Sports came out with that version, sir. You say you watched the tape 10 times, 15 times, and so did other people. And the clear version looks absolutely horrible. Now, the main thing, other motherfuckers will take they lick. Oh, you did a violent punch? Yeah. Are you sorry? No. So with all these fake apologies floating around, if you did it, own the shit. If you and Jordan Poole are able to become buddies, or if it's gonna tarnish our relationship, let it be that. Hold a grudge for what? If somebody punched me violent like that, even the coaches won't be able to stop the fucking pony shows. I want my fucking lick back. But Jordan Poole don't seem like he was right. Apparently, sir, you don't know how to put your sets up. And he just thinking that wasn't a violent push. When people sit up there, they're trying to sit up there and put space between themselves. so that they're not going to amp up the situation. So him doing a little push, thinking, "Oh, okay, it's gonna," and then Jordan, man, that he sucker punched him. People keep saying, "Not what is a sucker punch? What is a sneak?" A sneak is when someone come from the back and sneak you. Cause I had someone do that to me before, and I lit that hoe up, that Mozilla gorilla up. Now, when somebody sit up there and punch you in your face and you still don't know what is coming, that's a sucker punch. So he wanted everybody to know that Jordan Poole apparently is a sucker, or apparently he's not that confrontational to the point to where he knows to keep his eye on a prize, and that prize is his contracts. Make it make sense? Now, people can read it how they want to read it. If you didn't play sports, sit this one out. See, that's what's wrong with motherfuckers who can't stand their own lane. If you didn't play sports, you never played sports, you never got into it, sit this one out. That was absolutely uncalled for. Now, if you wanted to sit up there and wait till off season and get into a conversation, fine, Mr. Green. You sucker punched your teammate. And then he had to show restraint. Then people say he went back on the court and played. You could have killed that boy. All because of just trash talk? That's why I take more than trash talk. That's why I be telling y'all, never let motherfuckers trick you out your position. Because if you take it too far, you'll be doing third of the life for these Gregs and these B-dubs. That's what y'all call them, right? The black manosphere, your B-dubs, right? I ain't talking to all the manosphere because some of them have some fucking sense. Some of them are indoctrinated. Some of them are illiterate because they never finished school. They ain't got their GEDs. They semi get a pass, but not when they talk shit about black women and black hair. And yeah, bring this to the forefront. We need white people. We need white people to see with these clowns how they talk about black women, because the same way you'll disrespect a black woman is the same reason why a based white bitch would never want to fuck with you. Because if you do it to a black woman, you will do it to her. How's that for being submissive? And you got some fucking motherfuckers who been around enough black people fucked up. So that's why I say this is well beyond color and isms and shit like that. Racism. We ain't saying it don't exist. We just saying prove your point. Yeah, so this gonna be a very interesting day, y'all. We gonna kick it with y'all. I'm gonna kick it with y'all because people ain't dropping no content because they don't have shit to drop unless it's always dysfunctional. So with that being said, darlings, now it's time. Where y'all at? Where are y'all at? Where are y'all at? Let's see what the boys presented today, y'all. They posing some questions. Let's see. Girl, we're going on a date with you, knowing her man looking. Shit. Oh. Oh, look, y'all boys play too much. So this is reporting from the Vlad studio. Nah, boys, you how you declassify American YouTuber? I guess, boy. How you gonna sit a no director? A girl will go on a date with you knowing her man looking for her with a gun. Sergeants didn't go looking for them hoes with a gun. He left the cheating hoe. Girl, boy, what the fuck you mean, Vlad? He left the cheating hoe. That hoe got mad because he didn't come. That's what she wanted. Her brother, bitch. Fuck you, the brother and all. He gonna tell his side of the story. He'll tell his side of the story. People talk about public administration. If you want people to speak artillery and speak how he left that hoe immediately because she cheated on him when he was deployed, the bitch probably wanted the nigga to push. You know, these hoes be wanting they look, y'all. He didn't practice no damn violence and he left the hoe and it's eating her up to this day. Her and the niggas, because they thought they seen a federal lick in an easy target. Saying a girl will go on a date with you, knowing her man, looking for her with a gun. I wouldn't dare go on no date. I wouldn't. Now, I don't know what these hoes do with it because they like black men to go at it, but these hoes ain't even for the streets because the street don't want you hoes. The street don't want these hoes. Now, yeah, I'm gonna let the men's have to talk about their own shit. I'm gonna land an interview If they had individuals who knew how to interview in these YouTube streets, they could have landed the interview. But considering they did not go out in the field and engage in data collection, I don't know what's stopping the fake peaches. Michelle ATL and Brown, Mr. Tyler Perry's. I took a picture with Tyler Perry, girl. Well, you need to watch The House of Pain because it kind of, yeah, it signifies and it foreshadows this unnecessary bullshit. Now, yeah, at least Kanye don't have to steal. Oh, he don't have to steal opiates, and he ain't gotta misuse other people's private insurance. And they ain't even misuse it because if they would have, they just printed fake cards. They weren't bold enough to misuse it like that. That would have been an easy. Do not pass go. Do not collect the $200. Yeah, that's what the command station said. He was a boy. So yeah, a girl will go on a date. That's Q&A, y'all. That's Q&A. A girl will go on a date with you knowing, and no, I don't fuck with the rest of the urban comedians because I don't fucking like them. Now, Ricky Smiley, yeah. D.L. Hughley, the old D.L. Bernie Mac was the shit. Now, people talking about Patrice O'Neal, and you see all these mental spirit type motherfuckers drop dead. Take care of your health, motherfuckers, before you come for black women. No shade. The fuck out of here. All I know is fucking Bernie Mac. Like the ones who coming from behind the OGs, I would never go and waste my money to go and see these Gregs. It's what some of them are. Now, you might still have a chance of Marlon Wayans or whatever. People are not on that bullshit. Now, if you're going to speak comedy, at least do what Bernie Mac did. Talk about your own social experiences. Because black bitches ain't worrying about you, truly. Oh, yeah, he's funny, though. But he need to tell his other side the aisle. People, I would never. I'd rather see two fucking chimpanzees throw shit at each other before I sit up there and sit at a black comedy club. When I say black, I'm talking about these new age motherfuckers. They better go play with Wild 'N Out and Nick Cannon. Don't play with real bitches. How about that? But a girl will go on a date with you, knowing her man looking for her. Sardines didn't go looking. Sardines went to trucking and leaving. So that's that. So Vlad getting all the love responses or whatever because he know how to ask the right questions without having to do a real interview. And this one he can chop and splice and dice up because there's so many parts and pieces and particles to it, darlings. It would take him a long time to edit and slice and put together 500, 2,000, 3,000 videos. Yeah, but some of these bitches, they want people to be jealous. That's why I tell some niggas, bitch, look, share the hoes. But real niggas don't want to share no hoe. He find out you a hoe, he's leaving you. That's how they do it in a dirty fucking South. Real niggas is not finna fight over you broken spirited hoes. Now go and play with your baby daddies, bitch. Now, talking about a politician who, where, what, for reason, and why? No, because then we can't talk our shit. Now, men, if a hoe cheat on you, leave the bitch. Don't smack the bitch, leave the bitch. Because if you smack the bitch, she's going to get some free money. Her and the nigga that she ran off to cheat on you with. And they're going to be living good off the domestic violence funds. And then you're going to be out here looking stupid. Leave the bitch. And now these content creators say they want content. The bitches need to leave niggas alone. If niggas stop fucking with you and they go on with their life, stop fucking with them. Stop trying to terrorize black men's life for no fucking reason, especially when they're not the fucking fathers. Now, these hoes say, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad for them to terrorize motherfucking black men. That's so bad. And we say black men, we're not talking about these passport bros. We want them to go to Africa. I don't give a fuck if you go back to Cali. Like, I'm being funny when I say that's a song, y'all. Go back to Africa, go to Brazil, do what you motherfucking B-dubs want to do. Now, B-dub stands for these bitch-ass ducks. These male clowns. And don't fuck with the clowns, y'all. And we pray that the young men that are coming behind them know that black women do love black men. Black women and black men ain't putting up with no bullshit. So you had the clowns and the Jezebels who like to fuck with each other. They like to fuck the same motherfucking clowns. You might as well share the clowns and create a fucking form of polygamy the right way. Don't no real nigga want to share his bitch, and don't no bitch want to share they nigga. And you see how you have these little mistresses thinking y'all gonna meet that right wife. I keep telling you, you might want to go and replay that dentist shit, but she didn't hurt the mistress. No, child. Now that's a catch-22, because you heard the vow say black men don't cheat, boys do. Okay. So yeah, Valette, this bitch cheated on a sergeant. He left the whole fucking immediately and got out of fucking Dodge, bitch. Do not be got the fuck out of that. That bitch got mad because she wanted the fucking sergeant to beat her fucking brains in. And he chose not to because he was raised better than that, you slimy bitch ass Tia. And you and your 7 aliases, girl, fuck you, fuck your mammy Tammy Bryant. And fuck the horse you rode on, and fuck Tori Shaw, who wanna be gangster bitch. Now, if you want to play with some real Crips or Bloods, bitch, come on, one call, that's all. So our other clowns be saying, oh, it's Crips against Blood. Not when your enemy is the same. This is too much. Your enemies are the same. Who you gonna call? Goes by Bloods or Crips. Oh, the Bloods and Crips, like the enemies are the same. Very fascinating. How's that for the streets? I'm not being funny, but stop terrorizing Bloods and Crips. They trying to change their lives. Leave the fucking boys alone. Provoking them and saying this, y'all already know they have undergone trauma. But when they enemy number one is the same, that's the amazing part right there. It's funny. Anywho, we don't talk about that right there. We let people who, you know what I'm saying, they can speak for themselves. They can let us know why they get into certain positions that they get into or whatever. But they do. People never had to worry about Bloods or Crips or whatever, because for the most part, they minded their own fucking business. And for the most part, real gangsters, as per usually stated, don't go around fucking with people who's not fucking with them. But this Tory Shaw, this is a kicker, because no, he's not an informant. We just saying that the Bloods nor the Crips can trust his little snitching ass. And we say snitch, that nigga will engage in a crime and he might blame you. Okay? Because he's not a real gangbanger. So with that being said, the shit is hilarious, Washington State. Now we know where Tory ain't going. To real ganglands. Y'all seen that thing? Because y'all remember that show, Ganglands? We know he ain't going to ganglands. Girl, not today, child. I'm on the road. I can't stop. I'm about to pause in a second. But yeah. So Valette is outdoing y'all. First it was BB Owen Benjamin Smith, Marlon Wayans or whatever. He landed the planes a long time ago. That's the hilarious part. That's why I'd be like, catch up, black people. You're giving me ignorant vibes. Not all of you, just the ones who cannot, you know what I'm saying, think critically for themselves. But yeah, Valette posing the questions, a girl will go on a date with you, knowing her man sergeants didn't give a fuck, because once you cheat, they gone. That's why they hoe still egg to this day. Still egg, bitch. You better go on with your life, because you finna sit up there. You finna make you little hoes out to be fucking examples, basically. And ain't shit T.I. could fucking do about it. Because if I pull up to Georgia, it's going to be up and it's going to be stuck. It's been a long time coming. We just want these hoes. Don't hide in a hospital, bitch. No, come out. You know what I'm saying? Stroll the streets of Georgia. We ain't gonna come out like the jump out boys. No, I want to fight you head on. How's that for celebrity boxing, bitch? But you're no celebrity, bitch. Other people are. That's what we like to rub in their face. Y'all want to do everything that other fucking niggas and white people out here doing. Yeah, bitches want to be on a red carpet. Your bitches want to fucking rap. These hoe can't rap. The hoe can't even rap a give. And how do you cheat on a fucking nigga and you abandon your kids, you and the niggas, and leave them with the fucking grandma? And y'all think y'all entitled to. Y'all gonna get fucked up. Not the Jordan Poole way either. No, yeah, they gonna get fucked up, y'all. Time to come out of hiding. I'm gonna duck off to Georgia. I don't give a fuck. Governor Kemp is probably gonna be like, there you go. Let her have it, bitch. Now, next time you jealous hoes don't want to leave people the fuck alone, just know if a nigga no longer want to be with you and vice versa, leave, let people be. Let them be. Stop trying to force people to be with you, cheaters. That's what it boils down to, Vlad. All this unnecessary bullshit, even a cheaters. If you are with a service member and you fuck over them and you fuck a civilian and get knocked up, take your lick, hoe. Take your lick or you're going to have that lick crammed down your throats. Now, how's that? How is that? Social experiences or experiments, non-stop excuses, and Van Lathan's motherfucking hypocrisy. Van Lathan want to do a fucking interview. Can you track that hoe down? Can you track a Andre down? Can you track Malcolm? Them motherfuckers in hiding. Stay good. 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 They say they're going to be fresh as hell at the fucking fest. Watch, you ain't got to worry about the fest because the fest ain't worried about you, apparently. Okay? Now, I just want to call people to this and this and this and this and this and this and that. So, Vlad posed some interesting questions. No, nobody ain't going to chase them in a cheating nigga with a gun. They going to say, fuck you and fuck that nigga. And now y'all better take care of y'all bastards that y'all created. Because service members ain't doing shit. Now, let's see. Yeah, you said hoes. Now, Scooby's fucking trick or fucking treat, bitch. And we're going to keep going at it. Going upside the fucking black YouTuber's head. Trick or treat, bitch. When we say trick or treat to these hoes, we talking about these hoes because they want to be on TV. And they want to suck real rappers' dicks is what they want. You bitches ain't getting close to real rappers if I have anything to fucking say about it. These bitches want to say it up there and be. They want to be a Cardi B. They think they're strippers or this or... Bitch, you can't even dance. Now, it'd be funny if we be like, dance, bitch, dancing. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Yeah, you hoes gonna learn today. You hoes gonna learn today. Now, maybe some more content will drop. Next time a nigga don't want you, go your merry way, hoes. Especially when you're a cheater. I don't want to hear about Tia Mari. She's a better woman than you. When I say you, I'm talking about these cheating ass hoes and these clowns too. Now, I don't know Tia. I'm pretty sure Tia might not be available at your disposal, at people's disposal, but she do interviews. So if you want to learn anything about her, you don't have to go to Sister. She will. Then they think that they got the twins fucked up because they be thinking, oh, the twins with a conservative hit. Look, and both of them are probably just as they just have to be good for the public. That's why I don't want to be a fucking entertainer. I don't want to be a fucking actress. You always gotta be so perfect. You gotta put on your best public, you know what I'm saying, show just to make other people comfortable. No, I want to cuss your asses out on the set. I want to tell you got me fucked up if you think I'm finna suck your dick for a script. No, I am the fucking director. I am the fucking script. How's that for theaters? Y'all like it? Oh, shout out to the theater arts major. Yeah, suck your dick, bitch. I'm the fucking director. I'm the fucking head nigga in charge, bitch. I am that bitch. That's what you. Ooh, look, colorism for what? All it takes is for the girls to beat their ass with a Chanel bag. Beat their asses in prayer. Beat their and throw a fucking wine fucking nah. White ladies, them suburban housewives are, let me tell you guys, don't do as they do, which I don't, because my nigga ass probably be in jail. We can't get away with the suburban. We can't get away with they get away with. Yeah, sitting up there. Where are the fucking scripts? Now, where's my fucking movie, DC? Now, since they taking money out the partner defense budget so we can't do real documentaries, send me a movie. Shoot. Lifetime is not giving what it's supposed to fucking give anymore. The same actresses and entity guest lifetime trying to save money. I want to see different actors and actresses, darlings. Speaking of darling, have y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that movie? Have y'all seen that movie? Hmm? Don't worry, darling. These buffoons trying to create their own fucking Stepford wives. I told y'all to go back before you watch. Don't worry, darling. Before you watch that, you need to fucking watch Stepford Wives, and you need to watch fucking Stepford Wives first. You need to go and rewind, press fucking Back to the Future, get your Stepford Wife shit on, and you'll see exactly what the passport bros are trying to do until they figure out that motherfuckers in different countries ain't playing that submissive bullshit like that. And when they do, you're gonna have to fuck you and pay. You're gonna have to pay them to be nice with your ugly ass. And speaking of ugly, I could never take no advice. That's why these young men don't listen to these clowns. These clowns are fucking, they have hit the wall themselves. That's why they have to go out the country to buy pussy. Now the pussy is a little cheaper, so they think. But when motherfuckers are modern and hip to the game, they ain't getting no cheap pussy. Just because they go out of country, it might be cheaper than America, but that pussy's still gonna be expensive. Hallelujah. Amen. I don't mean to be vulgar. I'm just saying what the truth is, y'all. All right. Or people can sit up there and speak. These clowns know they ain't getting a piece of ass without coming off some dineros and moolah, baby. Now, I cannot wait till Valet to bring his Russian Jew ass back to the fucking YouTube streets and ask another question because I like that one that you posed, darling. Yes. Yes. Bring me some funny stories. You might need to bring back TK, okay? Or who else is funny? Yes, cause damn boy, you did time. See, I don't want to do no fucking time. See, I be telling boy if you gonna pull up on these hoes, pull up, bitch, and I'm. But if I get caught, it's justified, y'all. Y'all just send me a letter, tap on a motherfucking screen, be like, hey, Envy, oh girl, you finally got locked up, you got that, you feel me? I'ma get bailed, I'ma get bonded out, you feel? I ain't gonna pull a fucking K Draymond Green. Dip in and dip out. Hello. Thank you. Uh-uh. Chilling, writing. Yes.